Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to take an opportunity today to sit down and show you a project that I've been working on actually for quite a while, and it's finally finished. Today is the last day that this guitar is going to be in my shop. After this it's going to its forever home, and so I'm going to miss it, but I want to tell you a little story about this guitar and kind of how I came about the idea of making guitars in the first place, and why I plan on making more in the future. So I've been in woodworking professionally for about 17 years, maybe a little bit longer, and pretty much the entire time I've worked in different shops, you know, doing everything from cabinetry to architectural millwork, furniture. And throughout the years I've sort of reached these moments and times in my life where I've really just kind of reached a point of desperation, if you will, that I just get really bored with doing the same thing over and over again. And I decided the first thing that I ever did to sort of spark new interest and new life into my woodworking was to actually start wood turning. And so I started with this little tiny lathe. Eventually I got this big lathe, so forth and so on. It sort of reminded me of what lit the flame anew for my passion for woodworking. Well, a couple of years ago I reached another point sort of like that, and I decided that I hadn't been pushing my skills far enough, or as far as I thought that I should, which is really, you know, saying something after 14 or 15 years of woodworking. And one thing that I love is instruments. I'm not a professional player. You'll hear me say that probably more than once in this video. But I wanted to learn to make something that I thought would push my abilities and my skill level. And I felt like perhaps the skills were already there from all the other things that I'd done. But this would sort of help me push it to another level. And so I made my first guitar, and it turned out okay. It sounded, I thought, pretty well, but I made the tragic mistake on the first guitar I ever built, like a lot of guitar builders do. And I didn't set the neck properly, and so the action was way off on it. It was way high, and you could pretty much only play it in the lower parts down here. You couldn't play it up in the higher parts. And so I learned my lesson from that very first guitar that I built. And I've carried that knowledge on since then into other projects that I've done. And this guitar came about because I just wanted to do something kind of a little more radical, and you know, use different woods that you wouldn't normally see combined, and perhaps some woods that may be a little bit more difficult to work with, and maybe some woods that some people have perhaps never even heard of before. And so first I was going for a look, but the look wasn't enough. I wanted something also that I knew could really sound good, and so I searched out toned woods that were known for their different characteristics and sound and so forth and so on. And I think I pulled it off with this guitar. I think the customer's going to be really happy with it. What I want to do for you is play this instrument a little bit, and I wish I could bring in a professional player that really knew what they were doing. I kind of joke with people. I say, you know, I've been playing for like 12 years, but I've but I probably sound like I've been playing for maybe 6 months. And so I remember that. I can't remember what the story was. There was a classical guitar builder, I think his name was Taurus, and he went to his father when he was a young boy, and he said, "Daddy, I want to build guitars and I want to be a professional player." And his dad told him, "Son, you can be one or the other, you can't be both." And so one of the attitudes I try to bring into my work is understanding that I'll never be a professional player, but if I could use my skills to build instruments for other people that they could display their talents, then that would be satisfying enough for me. So let's sit down, let's strum a little, let's maybe play finger picking a little bit or something like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Sorry guys, that's about all I got on that one. Okay, let's try it out with a pick now, and we'll see how that sounds. Well, hopefully there was some semblance of something that sounded musical in there that you could get an idea of what this guitar sounds like. Again, I don't have the world's greatest recording equipment, but it was something, so there you go. What do you think of this? Would you like to see me, the next time that I build a guitar, would you like to see me make some videos of that process? If you would enjoy that, go ahead and make comments in the comment section below, and then I'll go ahead and do so. If this is the first time that you've seen my channel, and you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and subscribe, check out my other videos, hit the thumbs up, hit all the buttons, hit the little bell and all of that kind of stuff. All of that helps me out tremendously and gives me motivation to keep going with this channel and making content that you enjoy. It's been a pleasure making this instrument, and I am sad to see it go, but I'm also happy that it's going to go to somebody who is a professional that knows how to play it and is going to really bring glory through this instrument. And so I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for the opportunity I'm going to have to build many more of these in the future. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you later.